All right, it's been a long weekend. We're gonna keep things pretty simple, and some of this might be really redundant if you are an expert in working out, which is totally fine because the redundant things work, and it's never a bad thing to have a little refresher on just some movement patterns in basic form. Before we get into that, welcome. If you don't know who I am, my name's Alexis. You probably should know who I am if you're in this group, but we're gonna get started with just a regular good old-fashioned warm-up. So we're gonna start with opening up our hips with some hip openers. So let's go ahead and take a couple of inhales and exhales and bring some space into our hips first. Nice wide stance, and go ahead and bend through those knees, hips go back, big inhale. And then exhale, reach, 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 plug those fingertips into the sky. Maybe find those fingertips with your eyes. Good, 2 more just like that. And push through those heels, reach, reach, reach. Last one, biggest breath of the day. And let it all out, get a nice stretch through your stomach. Good, those feet can come together, hands down to our side. And let's get into our hip circles. So we're gonna ground down on your left leg. So squeeze the glute of that left leg. That right knee is gonna come up and out for an external rotation, and then up and in, internal. Now, as with anything, when we're doing a single leg, our core is nice and tight, and my body is nice and organized. So I'm not hunched, I'm not leaning forward or back, just nice and upright. And find your breath. As with any of these moves that we do today or any in the warm-up, feel free to hang onto a wall or a steady surface if you need to. We're gonna be here for another 3, 2, and 1, good. Now, you can go faster or slower than me, no problem. Go at your own pace. Ground down, squeeze that right glute. Left leg comes up and out, same thing on this side. You might hear your hip popping as you do this. Completely normal as that joint resets, not to worry. All right, we're here for 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right, we're gonna stretch that hip flexor, activate those glutes some more with our alternating knee grabs. Couple options. You can use an interlock grip, grab just below that knee cap, pull that knee up towards your chest. Or another option, if this is a lot for balance or your arms are a little shorter, you can also pull underneath that hamstring. Squeeze the glute of the standing leg. And if you need to for balance, hang on to that object or that wall. Those hip flexors right here tend to get really tight from sitting a lot, so we're just activating them, bringing some warmth into that space. Few more. All right, from here, we're going to open up, warm up the back side of our body with our alternating toe touches. Go ahead and take a nice wide stance for me. Toes are going to be pointed forward. Arms can come up above. If your shoulders are tight, they can stay at a T, up to you. And I'm going to send my booty back, reach down, touch opposite toe if you can. Same thing on the other side. So if that's too much, just reach for your knee. The big thing here is we're focusing on that hip hinge movement pattern. So that means we send the booty back, and then you can have a slight bend in your knees if you need it. And then your other option here is if you want to hang out on one side a little bit longer, don't be afraid to do that. Maybe stack your shoulders, reach those fingertips up above you. Really opening up through the chest. Only do what you can do. There shouldn't be any pain. It should feel good. All right, we'll do one more on this other side. And then from here, we're going to our step back hip flexor stretch. Lots of options. Feet start together. Take a nice big step back with one leg. And then what you're gonna do from here is you're gonna tuck that pelvis. So we tuck that pelvis, squeeze that glute of the leg behind us. That same arm comes up and over. Big breath. And then switch it out. Switching about every 3 to 5 seconds because we're still not quite warmed up yet. So we don't want to hold these too long. Then if you want a little bit more, you can take that kneeling option coming down to the ground. Just kind of leaning into it as you hinge forward. This is going to give you a little deeper stretch. And your other option is you can elevate that front foot if you want. This gives you a nice little stretch in the front part of your thigh as well. Okay, a few more, and then we're going to stretch through those inner thighs. Last side right here. You're doing great. All right, gliding side lunges. Same stance to start, toes pointed forward. Make sure your feet are wider than your hips. And then you're going to shift your weight onto that left side. So my booty goes back. It's almost like a squat just on this side. Now notice my knee stays trucking forward. It's not coming out or in. It's in alignment with my second and third toe. That's where you want to be. And then shifting left and right. Now, same thing here. If you're super flexible, you can make it your own. You can get low. And really focusing on those intentional inhales and exhales. If you're new to this movement, maybe you just stay a little higher and not go as deep. And then you can come standing in between each one for a little reprieve in between. Good. All right, we're going to open up our chest next with our chest openers. So go ahead and shake those legs out, shake those arms out, palms face the ceiling, and then give yourself a little hug. Now you can start slow if you want, or if you're feeling good, you want to get that blood flowing, you can go a little bit quicker. Just depends. So check in with your body, figure out what you need. Really opening up that chest, sending it forward. And then almost kind of rounding that back when we give ourselves that hug. Another option if you want more is you could take that hinge option. Just make sure you got a nice flat back in this hinge position, like you see right here. Good, last 3, 2, 1. All right, arm circles. We're gonna warm up through those shoulder joints, nice and small and quick to start. Keeping it loose. And breathing, if you want to get into those medium-sized circles, you can. And whatever your biggest range of motion is. Do what you need. So mine are feeling really tight. I'm going to go single arm. Bend those elbows as much as you need to. You're going to hear some popping as that joint resets. That's fine. I'm so excited for this. You're going to love it. All right. We're going to reverse in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and shake that out a little bit for me. And then same thing, that opposite direction, nice and small and quick. Good. And then get into those medium-sized circles. And then whatever your biggest range of motion is, keep that belly button pulled into your spine. And maybe take that backstroke option. All right, y'all, we're gonna pick up the pace just a little bit here. We got 3 more moves of our warm-up. We're gonna go into a Heisman. So we're gonna work on our lateral movement, shuffling left to right. Inside knee comes up and we tap it. So here is the most high impact option. Shuffling left and right, or you can also step this one out and do a low squat walk. So here's your other option. If that first one's too much, or if you have any knee issues, stay with me. That's it. Doing great. Keep up the tempo wherever you're at for 3, 2, 1. All right, from here we're going into some glute kickers. So you can do high impact, running it out, trying to make contact, heels to the glutes, or your other option, march it out. If you are marching it out, pump through those arms. This is where we get that heart rate elevated to prepare us for the work. We got a total body workout. We got strength. You don't need any equipment for today's workout, just your body. Have your water nearby, maybe a towel. All right, we're going into some high knees. You can either run it out or you can march it out. Up to you. Either way, we're pumping through those arms. Knees, try to get them up to at least hip height. And then nice and light on your feet wherever you're at. So we want to land soft so we can avoid shocking our joints. We want to take care of this body, right? All right, hang in with me for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. All right, we're going to start with basic movements. We're going to start with some squats. So here we go. We're going to do a 10 by 10. So we got 10 movements, 10 reps, and then we're going to see how many rounds we can get through. So go ahead and find a squat stance that works for you. I like to do a little bit wider outside of my hips. You're going to pull that belly button in, send those hips back first, and then the knees will automatically bend. There's 1, 2, chest is nice and proud. 3, push through the heels. Here's an option if you're getting used to squats. I think that's 4, 5, 6, 7, inhale down, 8, 9, and 10. Good. From here, we're going to go to lunges next. So big thing with lunges that I see is people don't have a wide enough stance. So take one foot back behind you and then a little bit out away from your body. Notice how I did that? Just a smidge. You want to make sure your foot is far enough back so that you have balance. Only go as low as you can go. Let's go for 10. 1. Adjust your footing if you need to. 2. 3. I push through that front heel and midfoot. That's 5. Back knee bends to 90 if you can. 6. You can also stay higher. 7, 8, or you can flirt with the ground. 9, 10. Good. Just don't bang your knee on the ground. That's all I ask. All right, same thing on that other side. Hang on to something for balance if you need to. Notice I'm going up and down like an elevator, not forward and back. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Really good work. All right, push-ups are next. Good old-fashioned push-ups. So big thing with push-ups, if I'm looking at you from a bird's eye view on the ground, I should see your elbows be next to your side like a 35-degree angle. So we're not here, we're not doing wide push-ups, and we're not doing tricep push-ups. All right, so we're somewhere in between. So that's what you should look like from above. Now, maybe you're still building up your upper body strength. You can do these on a wall. 1, 2. Second option. You can do it from an elevated surface. 3, 4. Or you can do it on the ground, on your knees. 5, 6. Or you can do good old-fashioned regular ones on your toes. 7. That's 9. That's 10. Good. All right. Where are we at next? So we did our squats, lunges, push-ups. We're going to work on some good mornings, which resembles an RDL, which is sending that booty back. If you had weights, they'd come down to your shins and then coming up nice and tall. So option, you can have your hands crossed at your chest. Now, roll those shoulders down and back. Keep those armpits nice and tucked in. And send that booty back, chest comes parallel to the ground. Squeeze your glutes, glutes pull you all the way up to standing. 1, 2, good. Everything is tight. We squeeze here. I think that's 3. Take your time. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1 more, and 10. Good. All right, so we got one more move. From here, we're gonna do some sit-ups, working on our core, boot camp style. So if you can get on the ground, I'll show you another option if you're not able to. Feet are nice and wide, hands come behind your head, and then we're gonna peel one vertebrae at a time all the way up nice and tall. That's 1. So if you can get there, go ahead and rep out 10, or just lift the shoulder blades. That's your other option. That's 3. Maybe you want to do this from an elevated surface. All you do is lean back, and you can either bring your knees up, 4, 5, or crunch it up. 6, 7, just really focus on that contraction if you're here. 8, 9, 10, good. Okay, this next round, we're gonna take those same 5 moves and just make them a little bit more explosive. The first thing that we tend to lose as we age is our fast twitch muscle fibers, which is like that ability to get up quick out of bed. You know, if someone's like gonna run into us, like dodge real quick away from them. So I'll give you high impact and low impact. First, we're going back to those squats, high impact, 10 squat jumps. So go ahead and wrap it out, or heel raise. 4, 5, if you don't want the impact. 6, 7, inhale down, use the arms. 9, 10, good. All right, go ahead and find that stance for your lunges. Same thing, high impact, little hops, landing soft. Or just raise that front heel. 4, 5, hang on to something if you need it. 6, 7, 8, body is nice and square to the wall in front of you. 10, good work. Same thing, whatever you did on that other side. Here we go. You keep track of your reps if you're going at your own pace. That's 8, 9, 10, good. All right, we got our push-ups next. So with push-ups, to make this explosive, you can add a little bit of air each time. So I'm not gonna do these on my toes, but on your knees, you can come down, get a little air. If that's too much for you, what I want you to do is take any version that I showed the last time and just add a little punch, as long as you can stay nice and stable. If not, just do regular push-ups. Let's do it. 3. Exhale as you come out. 2 more. Last one. Good. All right, feeling it. Let's go to those good mornings. With this one, we're going to take a little bit of a break. You don't need to make this one explosive, so let's get right into it. And if you want to add weights to any of these, you are more than welcome to. Feeling those hamstrings stretch each time we hinge. This part right here. And then squeeze them to get you up. I think that's 7. Ooh. 9. Most of the time our backside does not get worked enough because we're sitting a lot. So we're doing really good work here. All right, for our crunches, if you can hit the ground, I'm going to show you a standing option. We're going to go into some mountain climbers, and we're going to go for speed. 1, 2, 3. Really accentuate. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going all the way to 20. So you stay with that, or your other option is to stay standing. 1, 2. Really crunch it each time. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Nice work. All right, let's do that one more time all the way through, and then we'll call it good. Squats. Just body weight, no jumping. Halfway. Lunges. 10 right here. We got this. 1. Good. Switch out those feet. Same thing right here. 10. Making sure front knee doesn't go over front toes. That's it. 4, 5. All right, we got regular push-ups. Let's go. It's only 10. Count your reps. That's 10. Oh, okay. Here we go. Sit-ups. Wide stance. Standing, or elevated or on the ground. Let's do it. Control it on the way down. Woo! All right, that second one is kicking in. I think that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, awesome work. So, we've got our good mornings. Here we go. 10 good mornings. Roll those shoulders back, squeeze it all in. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great, explosive ones, 10 of each. Eight, 9, 10 lunges. 1, 2, 3. Whew. Take any extra rest if you need it in between. Remember, you don't have to jump. You can just raise the heel. Important thing is just do what you can. All right, push-ups. With a jump. Nice deep inhale. Wrists are right underneath your shoulders. Here we go. Woo! 4. Last one. All right. Let's slow down a little, come up to standing. All right, right into it. Good morning, this last time. I didn't expect to work this much, y'all. Feel those glutes stretch, and then squeeze them. 7 to get you up. 8, 9, 10. We got one more move, that's it. Here we go. Bicycle crunches, either standing or on the ground. 20 total. Here we go. Woo. Bring those knees to your chest. If you're on the ground, give yourself a nice little hug. Okay. Take what you need. Take a little stretch. If your body's calling for anything extra, maybe you find butterfly pose or any standing stretches that sound nice to you. Drink lots of water. And as always, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. All right, thanks for coming. Bye, y'all.